Bell to Bell did a like 2024 Heel of the Year.
Yeah.
And you were in the running for that.
I was.
What makes a good heel in your opinion?
Making the crowd hate you. Like, word for word, making the crowd dislike you. I think that is what benefits overall is, that. Like, I feel like if the crowd likes you, then you're not doing good as a heel. Which, okay, now with wrestling, everything's gray now because, like, people who are considered bad guys.
They're like the cool heels.
Yeah, and then people like them.
Yeah.
But they're still heels because they do, like, bad stuff in a match. But I think, like, having the crowd, even if they like you, because in lucha, you can, even if you're a bad guy, they still like you.
Yeah.
So lucha is kind of like weird in that sense. It's so funny how wrestling is different in other cultures.
For sure.
Because I was, I obviously I'm not in Mexico. I'm not in like the South America or anything like that. So I was like, oh, I'm like a heel, but they like me, and they pretty much told me it's because like for them, silly girl, for them it's like you're a cool guy, like a heel. I don't know how necessarily true that is, but that's what I was told, that like you're kind of cool, so it doesn't matter if you're a heel or not, kind of in a sense, even though you're doing like heelish stuff. But in America, it's like straight up like heel heat comes from people not liking you. And I think that's kind of what makes you a good heel. If they like you, then you got to start being babyface. Then you got to, or you got to turn it up and be like, you like me? All of a sudden, bam, like do something that they don't like. But yeah, I have fun being a heel.
What do you like about it so much?
I just like being aggressive. I feel like, I think that's why. And it's fun interacting with the crowd. I feel like, kind of like, who wants to be Captain America? Like, everyone wants to be Loki. You know what I mean?
I 100% get that. But then Loki, people started liking him a little too much.
I know. The TV show did give him a little bit of a heart.
No, for sure it did. But that's a really good comparison like that. Captain America's cool too.
I like Captain America, but more people like Loki.
Yeah, exactly. What is some of the best advice you've gotten to portray a heel?
Wow, I don't know, because they always said I play a bitch really well, so everyone always says that. They're like, you play it really well.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I
like,
think
thanks.
Yeah, like, okay, cool, thank you. Sometimes it's like interact with the crowd more. I've gotten that where it's like you did it a little bit, but not enough. And I think realizing that that's where it comes from, like being a heel, like having the interaction with the crowd more, and like stop so much focusing on not the match, but like moves and building a rapport with the crowd. I think that is like good. That's good advice even for babyface, honestly. Yeah, like that's good advice for either or. But I think I think being a heel, you really have to like find the connection, and being able to perceive yourself as that. There's some good heels, and these people are like really incredibly nice. Wink, wink, and they're pulling back that curtain.
Right. I mean, I think one of the biggest examples, and it's like it's really out there, is like Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Where it's like he's such a good heel, but everybody says he's like the sweetest person in the world.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard that too. Yeah.
It's like, all right, where does he keep that? You know?
Like, I mean, I think it comes from like the idea of like aggression, like being able to, what pissed you off today, and then utilizing that as your character.